On this episode of the CBD University podcast, it's the end of the year. We take a retrospective look back at the new products that Global Widget brought you throughout the year from our brands of premium hemp-derived CBD products. Plus, learn more about our topical line as we continue to meet customers' demand and listen to your feedback. This is the CBD University podcast, and it starts right now. I'm Joe Augustinelli, your host for the CBD University podcast, and I welcome you to our 2019 Year in Review episode. If you are a new listener, we are glad you found us on your favorite podcast app, and if you are a returning listener, welcome back. Don't forget, you can also see full episodes of our podcast on the Global Widget YouTube channel, and for new listeners and returning listeners who may not have yet subscribed to our podcast, we'll let you know how you can find us on your favorite app and subscribe a little later on, and you'll get notifications each week when new episodes are published. Joining me today is the Director of Product Marketing here at Global Widget, Linda Walkowich. Linda, first, thank you for joining me. Can you believe it? It's the end of 2019.
Thank you for having me, Joe. No, I can't. I feel like the year has flown by.
And there's added excitement for you, but we will get into that a little later on in the podcast as to why the end of the year and the beginning of 2020 is going to be a great one for you and your family. But first, we're going to look back at 2019. And if you are watching on our YouTube channel, we have some of our new products that were released throughout the year here on display in our in-house studio. But let's dive right in. What a fun, exciting year in 2019. Now, I joined Global Widget in August. We launched our podcast in November. But you've been on board quite a while now. A little background about yourself, and then we'll get into all the excitement that 2019 brought.
Sure. I joined the Global Widget team in May of 2018, and it's been a very exciting journey. I joined the team as our web content manager and have since evolved into working on product packaging, wholesale marketing materials, and anything and everything regarding supporting the marketing behind our great products.
And a lot of new products to market in 2019.
Yes, we've had several product launches, all of which were really exciting through many product categories, so it was definitely a great year for product launches in 2019.
And let's talk about some of the products that we've brought here, and then we can get into some of the additional products that consumers and distributors may be familiar with. First, and I know this is one of our newer products that we launched. So remember the press that we did around it in October, the essential rollers, and just talk a little bit about those.
Yeah, the essential oil rollers kind of combine everything that you love about the scent and the relaxing properties of essential oils with premium CBD. So these essential oil rollers come in two varieties. There's a sleep variety, which has eucalyptus and lavender and all of those scents that you kind of think about when you think about relaxing and falling asleep. And we also have a focus blend, which has all of these bright, invigorating citrus scents with them, like orange and lemon and lime. And both of these essential oil rollers contain 125 milligrams of CBD. So you really get the best of both worlds with essential oils and CBD in one product.
And this is the sleep one in the purple packaging, correct? And then the other one is in an orange tangerine-ish type of citrusy type of package.
Yes, it's
very like your morning cup of orange juice to get you going.
Exactly. It has that great orange scent in it as well.
And then let's talk about, there's the patches that came out in a few different kinds of patches, correct?
Yeah, our CBD patches come in three varieties. So they come in a sleep variety, which has melatonin in it. And melatonin is one of those ingredients that can help you relax and kind of regulate your natural sleep cycle. And then we also have our hangover patch, which has B1 and B1 complex, as well as green tea in it as well, which can help you feel a little bit better for a hangover. And then we also have our pain patches, which have menthol and lidocaine in them as well. So between these three, there's definitely several options to choose from. They stick right onto your skin, and then they're removable after several hours of use. And it's definitely been a really exciting addition to our topicals line.
And depending on when you're listening or watching this podcast, if you're listening when it was released right away, we're not just at 2020 in a couple days. It's hard to believe we'll be at 2020, but maybe the hangover patch will come in handy this New Year's.
Absolutely.
So, and then we also have a couple of our pet CBD products here.
Yeah.
Correct?
So prior to 2019, in our hemp bombs and our NatureScript lines, we sold CBD pet products. But this year we did something really exciting, which is launched a pet-exclusive CBD product line. So this product line includes CBD oil tinctures in concentrations ranging from 150 to 1,000 milligrams of CBD. And we also have dog biscuits as well, so there's different ways to give CBD to your pet. And then we also have a cat-specific product, CBD oil for cats, which has wild Alaskan salmon oil in it, a flavor that cats prefer. But also in our pet line, we have two topical products. We have CBD paw butter, which is infused with all these great nourishing ingredients to help kind of moisturize your pet's paw pads, as well as a tropical scented CBD shampoo, which has 150 milligrams of CBD as well. I personally have 4 pets at home. I've tried every product in the line with my pets and absolutely love them, love the results, and I think I can say my pets like them too. So,
and speaking of the pet products, I recall a story behind one of the flavors of the pet oil, correct? Was it one of the with the salmon, the chicken? Wasn't there? There's a story behind one of those. Am I not?
You are correct, Joe. At Global Widget, I guess we tend to play some little office pranks here and there sometimes. And when the chicken flavored oil first got released, I got tricked into trying it, which probably not my first choice in oil, but I can say it actually tasted good. Tasted like chicken soup. So
there you go.
I think that the dogs will like it.
Yeah.
Will like it too.
I'll be honest. I was at a local farmer's market not too long ago, and I always, no matter where I am, whether it's at the grocery store or at a farmer's market, whenever there's samples, I just migrate to the samples. Even if I don't need anything down that aisle and I see the sample bin, I'm going there. Yeah. But at a farmer's market, I didn't realize it was actually a distributor for pet biscuits. I just thought it looked like a great cookie, and then when I went down to take the sample and actually walked away and took the bite, and I looked back to the sign and it was for dogs, cats, and whatever else. I was like, oh yeah, that's why I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would. So, and then we also have the Jolly Bombs.
Yes, the Jolly Bombs launched really early in 2019, and they are CBD lollipops. So they come in 4 flavors. We have pink lemonade, cherry, watermelon, and green apple. And they each contain 40 milligrams of CBD. So this was one of my favorite products when it launched to first try it. The flavors are definitely really fruity and enjoyable, and it's just, to me, kind of a fun way to take your serving size.
So in addition, some of the other products that you don't see here on our desk, in case if you're watching on YouTube, but in addition to what we have here on hand, new flavors and an unflavored kind of our CBD oil.
Yes, we've added a few flavor additions to our CBD oil tincture line, including acai berry and orange creamsicle. So this really helps us kind of diversify the flavors we have in this category. And we already have multiple concentrations as well. We added a 125 milligram concentration to our oil tinctures as well. So there's lots of options for the customer. And we also have that unflavored option as well for those who just might not prefer a flavor but still want to be able to take CBD oil. And
in regards to that CBD oil, if you have not yet already, if you follow any of our brands on social media, be on the lookout. And there are some already from the fall season, but be on the lookout for some new recipe videos, which include some of those oils that we have discussed. And then from a brand perspective, we talked about the hemp bombs, NatureScript, and Pure Paws. So most of these products available, at least when we talk about NatureScript and hemp bombs, most of these products available on both brands. Some may not be.
Yes, so the topicals like the patches and the essential oil rollers are available for both hemp bombs and NatureScript, but some of these products are hemp bombs exclusive, like the lollipops.
Mm-hmm. In addition to the pet products, I know for example, the patches and the rollers available in both brands, Hemp Bombs and Nature Script, and some of the other products also that we released in 2019.
Yeah, a lot of our topical products are available in both Hemp Bombs and Nature Script. So that includes the essential oil rollers and the patches. But then we do have some Hemp Bombs exclusive products like our CBD lollipops.
And in talking about topicals, seems to be a big focus on topicals in 2019 as we just went through some of the new products, a lot of them from that product line. More to come in 2020, so keep an eye on our website and subscribe to our email list to learn when new products come out, and keep tuning into the podcast because we'll feature them too. As I wink to the camera for our YouTube fans. But the focus on topicals really came from customer feedback and customer demand, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. Our inspiration for new products a lot of times comes directly from the market and directly from our customers. We get a lot of great feedback through our national distribution network and through our online followers as to what types of products they'd like to see next. So that's really helpful in planning our products for 2020. And we also, of course, always want to stay ahead of the trends in the market as far as new products. And with us being, one of the larger manufacturers of CBD products in the country, a lot of times we're kind of on pace to set those trends. So it's definitely a very exciting position to be in to help kind of pave the way for the CBD trends in 2020. And pet products and topicals are definitely two big categories where we're going to probably see some more products.
And your position is even more fun because you get in on the early stage of the product development cycle. So you usually get a first-hand look at what's coming down the pipeline eventually.
Yeah, it's really an interesting position to be able to see a new product concept and kind of watch it throughout every single step to where it becomes a finished good that we can give to our customers.
Now, I mentioned this in the intro, and I think we've just about covered all of the products here that we released in 2019. And I mentioned this in the intro as we wrap up 2019 and 2020. Outside of work, you have some great news as we head into the new year. Your family is going to be expanding, correct?
It is. I am pregnant and due with a baby girl right around the new year. So 2020 will bring lots of excitement, not only for Global Widget, but for me personally as well.
So maybe Global Widget will have the first baby. I know I've been mentioning this since like September. I think I started in August, mid-August. I think I've mentioned this to you since maybe my second or third week. It's like, I've got the press release ready. If a Global Widget team member or employee has the first baby of 2020 in the Tampa Bay area, we'll have to see if we can time that out.
Well, it's certainly possible. We'll find out soon.
Well, from all of us here at Global Widget, we wish all of you a happy New Year into 2020. But Linda, to you and your family, as you welcome in your new baby, best wishes for a happy and healthy 2020. And I thank you for taking time out of your day to be a guest on our podcast. And I'm sure as we roll out new products, we'll have you back on the show to discuss all that we're bringing to the market in 2020 and beyond.
Sounds great. Thank you for having me, Joe.
And thank you for tuning in to our 2019 new product year in review. It's hard to believe that 2019 is over and we're ushering in 2020 as the new year. And as I mentioned, from all of us here at the Global Widget family, we wish you and your family a very happy and healthy new year. We hope you enjoyed this episode of the CBD University podcast. I invite you to subscribe on your favorite podcast app, and we are on all of those popular apps, including Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn Radio, and many others. And you can see full video episodes of our podcast on the Global Widget YouTube channel. We invite you to also subscribe on there, and you will see full videos as each episode is released each week. Once again, we hope you have a happy and healthy new year. We hope you return to listening to our podcast and watching our podcast in the new year. For now, thank you for listening. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. CBD products are not intended to treat, cure, or prevent any disease or condition. Always consult your personal physician about CBD and using CBD products. CBD should never be used by anyone under the age of 18. This podcast is not intended to provide legal advice regarding the legal status of CBD and CBD products.